Hello, my name is Calista Garcia, and the title of this piece is Tell It to Me Louder.
Calista Garcia is an award-winning singer-songwriter from Arlington, Virginia, who's performed on many local and national stages, including The Voice. She's currently a student at Berklee College of Music and is about to release a new EP.
Baby, the first time you caught my eye, I hoped I'd never blink again. If I'd known lovers before that night, suddenly I couldn't think of them. You smiled and handed me a paper rose, pretty and quick to fall apart. You told me you gotta keep the real ones close, secured the through line straight to my heart. Oh, you're just like pink wine, bound to go to the head of any woman who tries. Way too good at easing my mind. So if I'm not seeing things right, won't you tell it to me louder? 'Cause I can't seem to hear. Did you mean to tell me that you were no good when your lips got caught on my ear? Won't you tell it to me louder? Make it crystal clear. Won't you stop talking so smooth so I can be somebody else's fool? Won't you tell it to me louder? Or I'll just keep on hanging on. Won't you tell it to me louder? Just say the word and I'll be gone. So lower your white flag and raise a red. Honey, I know you got plenty. You were the only lover in my head. I hear you're juggling 20. Hey, I don't judge, man, just give me a break. You sly devil, for heaven's sake. I marked you down as all I ever wanted. But if I made a mistake, won't you tell it to me louder? 'Cause I can't seem to hear. Did you mean to tell me that you were no good when your lips got caught on my ear? Won't you tell it to me louder? Make it crystal clear. Won't you stop talking so smooth so I can be somebody else's fool? Won't you tell it to me louder? Or I'll just keep on hanging on. Won't you tell it to me louder? Just say the word and I'll be gone. 'Cause here's the truth, there's two sides to you. One aches for his freedom, oh, and one starves for validation. He can't stand commitment, but you don't want me to go. I keep hoping you'll grow. But if I'm wasting my patience, if I'm wasting my patience, won't you tell it to me louder? 'Cause I can't seem to hear. You got this really cruel way of making me think I got nothing to fear. So won't you tell it to me louder? If I should get out of here, then won't you stop talking so smooth so I can be somebody else's fool? Won't you tell it to me louder? Or I'll just keep on hanging on. Won't you tell it to me louder? Just say the word and I'll be gone. Oh, I'll be gone. Oh, I'll be gone, 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 gone. Oh, I'll be gone. I'll be gone.
I love the greater DC metro area. It's an underrated scene, I think. It's not, LA, New York, Nashville, but it's got a really, really strong community, I think, and a lot of really talented people, and some of the best venues in the country. And also, I mean, its own genre of music. There's go-go, and it's just a really supportive, great place to be. It's where I grew up, so yeah. So I moved here from Texas right before 4th grade, which means I've basically spent my whole grown up here. All my gigging and such, my first shows I would play were open mics at Northside Social in Arlington, back when they did that. And so all my first experiences in music were all here. And it feels very familial, and it feels very good to have a scene that's small enough to be close-knit and, you know, a lot of people in the community, but big enough to be interesting and sustainable. And it's very ever-changing here. It's transient because people move in and out a lot, but maybe that means less stability in some ways with fans, but it also means more new fans and more newness and more new programs coming in, like Emergent-seed. So it's been great. Yeah, I enjoy it here. Being an artist in general, it gives me a free outlet. It's sort of how I can channel all of my emotional energy. Very obviously in the song, but also just sort of generally, it's gotten to the point where I no longer write based off like, what's your inspiration? Like, what's a concept that you could do? I kind of just use it as a filter. Like, someone could cut me off in traffic and it's probably going to go in a song. So it's just been it's kind of held me in a lot of ways. It's just, it's always been there for me. It's always my best friend. And so there's musically and there's lyrically. So musically, this was inspired by Michael McDonald. I was listening to the Doobie Brothers record Minute by Minute a lot during quarantine. And it's funny, I have this thing where I'll listen to a record and be like, wow, I want to sound like this so badly. And then I won't write anything that sounds like it until like a couple months later when I'm listening to something entirely different. So that kind of happened as like a delayed period of, but that's sort of what I was inspired by musically, and that kind of 70s groovy stuff that I love. And then lyrically, it's about rose-colored glasses, really. And you know, it's a very angry song, but it's mostly about the narrator. Or there's a quote in BoJack Horseman, the TV show, that's when you're looking at someone through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. And so most of the anger in this song is actually not really directed at the person who hurt them, who did them dirty. It's more like self-directed. It's more like, why did I miss this or something? It's more like it's more that. It's regret disguised as anger. So that's kind of what it's about. It's a long-winded way to say it, but yeah. It's interesting. I think the term that best describes this time is it's forced introspection. So much forced introspection. So I used to just sort of write about whatever happened in the world and whatever I was surrounded with. I go into a new situation, I pick up on it. And there's not that much newness in a way. So I'm more writing about the inside of my head. You have to find ways to entertain yourself. You have to find ways to inspire yourself. Like make a point of listening to new music and reading and watching movies and such has been, it's kind of like you find new ways to entertain yourself. It's also that way creatively. I think I've gotten to know myself a lot better and what ideas I jump to and what how I think, how I process things. So in a way it's made me wiser, but it may have also sort of put me in a box where I have to get out in the world and do things to make things more different. But it's been overall good. It's been interesting. I have a new EP that's been recorded and mixed and is set for probably September this fall. I'm really excited about it. Most of the music I wrote during quarantine, and it's going to be called A Beautiful World. So look out for that. And yeah, thank you, Emergent-seed, for giving me this amazing opportunity.